Welcome back to Every Further Mile. Do you want to know what you can do and see in Nova Scotia in a week? My friend Suzanne came for a visit and was kind enough to allow me to video our grand adventure around Nova Scotia. Not only did we have tons of fun, but this trip has served as a great example of what you can see in 8 days. It includes some of the most fun places we've experienced and a few new places too. Comment below with the places you most want to see in Nova Scotia, or the places you really love to show your visitors in Nova Scotia. Now, come along with us and start planning your Nova Scotia adventure. From the pickup at the airport, we adventured to Halifax to spend the day walking along the boardwalk and enjoying the stores and landmarks that the downtown offers. We enjoyed lunch at the Bicycle Thief and dinner eating sushi at Fujiyama.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
We are super excited. This is a really beautiful little sushi spot that we found in Halifax. I've been to Halifax only really a few times, but never saw it till today. So we found this awesome little spot. You should come here. I've got to figure out the actual name of it.
Sushi.
Sushi.
Fujiyama.
Fujiyama. All right. Yeah. Day 2 started with a hike around Peggys Cove, near Peggys Cove. A beautiful spot with trails that snake around and over the large, smooth rock along the coast. It was a windy day, which meant that at both Peggys Cove and Peggys Cove, the waves came in big splashes against the rock. I've been to Peggys Cove on a nice calm day, which was beautiful, but seeing it with the power behind the waves was a whole other experience that I hope that you get to enjoy.
'Cause your love is strong for him. Why would it not be? He's always there for you. I keep living alone, way so far from home. To flee from this all, or to be standing on your own, or to be standing on your own. You knocked me down, swept my feet off the ground, left me on the floor. Hard to resist, got me looking like this, like no one before. I must be strong, 'cause this might go on for long. 'Cause I was wrong and
From Peggys Cove, we made our way to Mahone Bay for a short walk around this artsy town and ate at the Mateus Bistro. I hope I'm saying that right. Another delicious restaurant is Oh My Cod. So if you're in Mahone Bay, those are two great restaurants. Oh My Cod is only open seasonally though. The homes here are colorful and adorable. It's one of my favorite towns in Nova Scotia.
I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down.
To end the day, we stayed at the Oak Island Resort between Mahone Bay and Chester. This beautiful resort was a nice getaway with comfortable beds and gorgeous views of the ocean and sunrise. It included a nice dip in the indoor pool, night walk along the water to see the stars, and some delicious food at the Openor Eatery.
On my hand, don't let go. I understand.
We're gonna class it up with some wine and some plastic cups. It's gonna be beautiful.
It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall.
Cheers!
Down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies way too gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies way too gray, we're gonna
I
be
can't see it very
okay.
well, but I don't care because you gotta see the sunshine. It's pretty. So we just had a beautiful night at Oak Island Resort. And this morning was really nice because yesterday was a bit rainy, so you just don't get to enjoy the view the same way. Today,
It's gorgeous.
enjoy the beautiful view of
Take a peek.
everything out here. It's wonderful. So, yay! Girls' night.
And then we started day 3 off, walking around the historic town of Lunenburg. We took in the colorful homes and buildings, walked along the water, and popped into a few shops. We almost missed seeing the Lunenburg Academy, but thankfully had a chance to see this grand and beautiful old building.
Raised our shadows among the pines, so offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back, all the way back to them days, running around.
From Lunenburg, we went to the Ovens, which is a privately owned trail that brings you along the rugged edges of the Atlantic Ocean, and is set up to allow you to peek into the caves that run along the bottom of the rocks.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
We then made our way up to Kejimkujik Park, Keji Park for short, and walked along the trails that weaved through the trees and along the river. We also stopped to see the beautiful Kejimkujik Lake. Day 4 included bringing the whole family out to Annapolis Royal. The boys love rolling down the hills at Fort Anne, and so while they rolled around, Suzanne and I walked through the Annapolis Royal Gardens and throughout the town. We then made our way to Wolfville to drop Nathan off with the boys, while Suzanne and I tried to find Amethyst Cove. A cove full of amethyst rocks that I have been wanting to get to. But unfortunately, we just never found it. Instead, we did hike along Cape Split and saw a nice view of the Midas Basin. We are at the church brewery. It's pretty cool to be inside this beautiful church. Yes. We were most excited for day 5 and 6 as we ventured to Cape Breton to take in the fall colors. It did not disappoint. Our first stop was Egypt Falls, where we took a short walk down the steep hill to view one of Nova Scotia's most amazing waterfalls.
just chilling in a hammock at Egypt Falls.
Oh, that was video.
This is not an easy hike, but we have another video that shows how to get down to the falls in an easier way that allowed us to actually take our 5-year-old before.
There are times I believe I can change and be the man just for you.
From Egypt Falls, we went to the Kejimkujik Quarry, where there was a short hike up the side of the quarry to view the quarry from above. It's beautiful and a little scary for those who are scared of heights, like myself, but proud of myself because I still made my way pretty much to the top. Suzanne went a little farther.
Reach out of your bed, come out ahead, don't dwell within.
Before ending our day in Pleasant Bay, we stopped at the Skyline Trail to hike out to one of Nova Scotia's best viewpoints. Along the way, we had the extraordinary up-close encounter with a moose. I always want to have that experience, and I got to check that off my bucket list. The Skyline Trail is actually a much easier trail and great for anyone who, with mobility issues, it still takes a bit of time to get there, but the paths are really clear. You can go, I know I've seen lots of people in strollers and all that kind of stuff going along.
Spin your sorrow, let the games begin. Reach out of your bed, come out ahead, don't dwell
At the Skyline Trail, high up in the mountains.
Gorgeous.
Look at that, like, sunlight on the water. It's freaking gorgeous. We are in, Pleasant Bay. That's it. We are in Pleasant Bay and enjoying lovely yard with the mountain views and a pool and hot tub. The pool's, it's late October, so that's not happening. We just hiked up 1 to 1.5 kilometers straight up the mountain so that we could get to this view. Let's just check this out. See if you can see it well in the video.
From the top of Meat Cove, you could easily feel like you're like the only person in the world.
Come sit here with me by the fire and let it go for a little while. So be here as the night starts falling. Let my fingers walk over your head.
Whew, all right, made it to the top of Meat Cove. We already did, but also this is like another part of the trail. We can go out to the edge. You get to see that, like the mountains. Sorry, we'll go back over. You get to see all the mountains and the Suzannes. And then also, you get to come back this way and turn this way this time and see the ocean.
When I was young, I thought control would lead me to an ending road, and heavy metal seemed to be the only thing that was for me. And I saw the angels coming down, and they sang a song.
We built up quite an appetite and so stopped at my favorite place to eat in Cape Breton called Salty Roses and the Periwinkle Cafe. Like, what a great name. It's in Ingonish, where we ate broccoli and cheddar soup, hot chocolate, and bought a chocolate dessert to go. In a gondola for the first time. Me, not her.
I'm a pro.
Yeah, she's a pro. I'm not a pro. This is my first time. Do gondolas scare me? Yes. Because am I scared of heights? Absolutely. But am I doing it anyways?
She is. But she didn't know it was going to scare her until she got in. I knew. I was so excited when she didn't know what she was getting.
She's like, oh yes, we're doing this. She did not say because you're gonna be scared, and that's fun for me.
Yes, I waited till we were in.
And then she laughed. So here we go. That's super focused. Up. Day 7 meant we needed to make our way back closer to the airport, but we wanted to check out the fortress of Louisbourg first. This recreated French historic village felt like we were teleported into the 1700s.
Little town, it's a quiet village. Every day, like the one before. Little town, full of little people, waking up to say
Bonjour, 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 bonjour. On our drive back, we stopped to eat at the Nook and Cranny in Truro and stayed the night in Stewiacke at a nice bed and breakfast. Our final day allowed us time to take in a few more sights before the late flight out. So we walked through Victoria Park in Truro to see the waterfalls and then stopped into the Truro farmers market.
Hoping to reach out and touch the soul who is lost.
One last stop before our goodbyes at the airport brought us to watch the tide come into the Burntcoat Head Park.
In rolls the dawn, hoping to lift you off the ground, but you won't let go, not this time around. Hopelessly there.
So that wraps up our 8-day trip around Nova Scotia. Don't forget to comment below with the places you most wanted to see in Nova Scotia, or if you're Nova Scotian, where you love to bring your visitors in this great province. All right, until next time, we'll see you every further mile.